Then Bigfoot hid behind the haunted tree of the devil ant. That was perfect. That was perfect, man. Just like Eddie Wood, my hero, my mentor. Yeah, just like Werewolf Man. You see, it's starting to, you know, get that dry rot. It's starting to break. You know, the rubber's getting messed up by the nose there. Yeah, this isn't the mask from Conrad Brooks versus the Werewolf, but this is similar. This is the one I got later when that other one got messed up from the, you know, the dry rot. I call it oorah rot, you know, because they used to call me Corporal Oorah in the Marines because I was motivated. I'd say, oorah, it's another Marine Corps day. They named me that at my fellow troops, my fellow Marines named me Corporal Oorah Nelson back at Fighting Fox Company, 2nd Battalion, 8th MAR Div, or 8th Marine Division, at Camp Geiger, North Carolina, between 1978 to 1980. I was stationed there my last 2 years and 3 months, and I was stationed in the Philippines for 15 months before that in Civic Bay, and boot camp, of course, was San Diego, and basic training, infantry training school, or ITS, that was Camp Pendleton, California. That was right after boot camp, so that was 1976 too. So, you know, altogether I was in from 76 to 80 total, 4 years in the Marines. But anyway, but yeah, this is a mask I used in Werewolf and the Witch and my upcoming werewolf movies. And Miss Werewolf too. Okay, cut that's perfect. I'm gonna go and watch Rifleman Man now. Rifleman on MeTV. Get out my key here. And I got my like chili. It's like barbecue chicken soup, chunky soup. It's got beans in it. It's like chili. I'm gonna have that when I watch the rest of Rifleman. If it's still on, it's probably still on. And then I'm gonna have my Java. And if Rifleman's over, I'm gonna watch Hunter. You know, Detective Rick Hunter. You know, Dwyer. You know, yeah. And of course you've got Stephanie Kramer. You know, as Dee Dee McCall on Hunter. You know, produced by, you know, created by Stephen J. Cannell, and I met him in 2008. January 22nd, 2008, I met him downtown Chicago at a book signing at Crocs and Brentano's for his, he just released his new hardcover book, 3 Shirt Deal. And you know what? I came up to him. I didn't have my camera, but I just wanted to meet him. I didn't have my camera that day, and I wanted to just tell him I was praying for his friend Robert Blake, because he, you know, Robert Blake was in, you know, the show he created, Beretta, and good friends with him, and he still lift weights with him and stuff. I found that out later when I talked to him, to Mr. Cannell. But I just wanted to come there and tell him that I was praying for his friend, you know, because I believe Robert Blake didn't do it. You know, I believe it sounds like it did. You know, they have people thinking he did because he had problems with his wife and all. But that doesn't mean he killed her. You know, that doesn't prove that he killed her. You can't say, oh, someone had a squabble with someone, so he killed her. You can't say that. There has to be proof. And he wasn't proven guilty. They found him innocent in court, so not guilty. So there you go. You know, they have to have proof. It probably was somebody else. I came up to him and I said, Mr. Cannell, I'm praying for your friend, Robert Blake. And I was the last person in line, and he just looked at me. You know, you look at his brother, almost ready to cry. You know, no one ever says that to him, I guess. But I'm going to be one of the oddballs. I'm going to be someone different. I'm going to tell him something he wants to hear. Something that let him know that someone's praying for him, you know? Amen. And so, you know what? I don't care if that's different. I don't care if that's not what everybody else is doing. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to do what's good. I want to do what's right. And, you know, if I can make someone happy and give them hope, that's good. My movies, you know, I encourage people with my movies. They have a good time. It makes them laugh after a tough day at work, tough day with their boss. So if I can bring some joy to you, make you happy, that's good. I'm using my movies as that tool. That's my goal, to entertain and make people laugh, give them a good time. Okay, I'll see you. Cut, that's perfect.